The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Gail Thompson here from Secured Signing. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I just had a quick message from someone saying that the phone number's not working, so hopefully you can see my screen. There are the phone numbers if you're dialing in from Australia or New Zealand, and you just need to enter the access code. It is also in an email that you should have all received from the GoToWebinar. Okay, please message me if you're having any trouble hearing or seeing the webinar. Okay, so hopefully you can all hear me. As we get started today, I will tell you more about our Microsoft Office 365 integration with secured signing. I will focus in particular on the demonstration of how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Outlook, and Microsoft SharePoint with secured signing combined. Just to kick us off, I am just going to give you a brief reminder about secured signing, who we are, and the technology that we use for signing documents online. But however, I know that a lot of our audience today is existing customers and not necessarily new to secured signing. So some of this hopefully is familiar to you as well. And also I should mention that in the integration, I will be showing the features, focusing on those Microsoft tools. So not covering so much the basics of secured signing or the basic functionalities of secured signing itself, but just assuming that you already have an understanding of the basics and the tools and features available to us. So I won't explain the terminology. If you are new to secured signing and you are not familiar with anything that I am describing, please feel free to contact me directly afterwards, and I can explain that later. Okay, thank you. All right, so just a little reminder about secured signing. We are a cloud-based digital signature platform. We've been working with business customers to help them sign documents online since 2010. As you can hopefully tell from my accent, I am based in Auckland, New Zealand, where is our head office and all of our support functions. But in saying that, we've got customers right across the world that use us every day as part of the business. And, we're very proud of the critical component that we play in our customers' business, because without getting a sales quote signed off, or a business letter signed off, or a recruitment contract signed, etc., it's becoming a really core part of their day-to-day. So we're very proud to be a part of it. To those, again, that don't know some of our functionalities, so you can create your documents with secured signing using a number of tools. You can also obviously send documents to be signed either by yourself, you can invite others to sign, and in each signing process you can also build your own workflow for a signing workflow. So there's a lot of tools and features that are dedicated to customizing the signing workflow, and when I say customizing, all the tools come out of the box and you just turn on and off what is relevant for your business process. Each business process, depending on which industry you're in, will be different. So we understand that, and that is why over the years we've built our platform to allow for all those different types of scenarios. And also we believe that regardless of the size of your business, whether you're a small or an enterprise level, you need the same complexity in your workflow that we've built, and we've made those available to all of our customers. Now, I'm really going to touch this very briefly. Our signing technology is one of the things that make us stand out to a lot of the signing platforms in the marketplace. We use digital signatures, and we have from day one. Security is something that's very important to us, and which is why it's in our name. So because of that, we chose to use digital signatures because they are more secure than an electronic signatures. Many don't know that there is a difference between the two, but there is, and I'm just going to explain it very briefly. So an electronic signature is simply an image of a signature. This image is placed on top of a document, and there is no connection between the image of the signature and the content of the document itself. What that means is that you can make changes to a document after it was signed, and you will have no way of detecting it in the signature. So the signature will appear valid, and you won't know that there's been any changes made. Also, with an electronic signature, you can copy and paste the signature by anyone, and I mean anyone can copy and paste it, and they can place the image of your signature wherever they like. So yes, so it's not a very secure way of signing. Digital signatures, on the other hand, are much more secure because not only do we facilitate a signing tool, so you end up with a signed document, but when you sign any document, you're sealing that content within the document. What that means is if there are any changes made to the document after it was signed, the signature will become invalid. And the way that that shows up is in any PDF reader. When you open up the signed document, there is either a nice green tick at the top that says all signatures are valid, or there will be a cross that says invalid signature. So that is a quick way of detecting whether there's been any changes to the signature or not, and it is independent to secured signing. So once you sign your document, you can verify or validate the signature in any PDF reader. So it's more than a signing tool, but it's also giving you the peace of mind to know whether your document has been changed and creating a trust system. So if anybody wants more technical explanation, again, I'm happy to go into that later on. So please let me know if you are interested. Just a quick question here is in the slide. I've got two signatures. One is an electronic and one is digital, just to show you the difference. So the first one here is an electronic signature, and this is a digital signature. So that is how they appear different. Okay, so getting into the fun stuff, which is what you're all here for, is learning more about our Microsoft integration, which we launched early this year. So secured signing now integrates with a number of Microsoft products. As you can see, we also integrate with Microsoft Dynamics 365, but that one I'm not going to show today. All of our add-ins, as they call them, are available through the Microsoft App Source. You can Google Microsoft App Source if you haven't seen it before, and then it's essentially a marketplace with lots of other add-ins that are available through the Microsoft network. And by searching secured signing, you will come to our add-ins that are available with Microsoft here. So in the demonstration today, before I jump into that, why would you use the integration with Microsoft and secured signing? So a couple of really key reasons that you should consider it. So firstly, you're sending your documents directly from from the system that you're already using. So most people create their documents in Word. So perhaps you've drafted a letter, created a letter in Word, a contract, so on and so forth, and you're now ready to either sign it yourself, so you've written a letter and you want to put your signature on to seal it, or whether you've created a contract and you want to send it to your supplier or your new candidate or whoever might be relevant to your industry. You can do all of that from within Word, so you're not having to log into secured signing and upload the document separately and send it out. So you can essentially bring the secured signing tools and features into your Microsoft system. So that is what I will show you, which is really cool and exciting. And I think what's most exciting is that there is no additional cost to use our Microsoft add-ins. So all you need is to have a secured signing account. You can connect a free trial account as well and give it a go. So all you need to do is have a secured signing account, and then you can download the add-in through the app source and then connect the two accounts together, and off you go. So it's very easy to do. Right, so what I'm going to show you now is, I'm just going to move to the demonstration. I am going to show you Word first, then I'll cover Outlook and then SharePoint. There is a lot of features to show in each, so I will do my best to cover the critical processes, but again, I'm happy to have to provide more assistance or questions at the end. I did allow, I'm hoping to allow some Q&A time at the end, so please feel free to post your questions as they come up during my demonstration. So first thing is Word. So I've opened up a Word document. This is the document. I'm writing a letter to a supplier. Now the first thing I want to show you is how you get the secured signing add-in within Word. So you need to go to the Insert tab and find the Get Add-in buttons. Now, regardless of what system you're using, whether it's Outlook, Word, or SharePoint, this is the key point you want to find, is the Get Add-in button. Then once you click on that, the App Source Store becomes available to you, and this is where you would search secured signing. So once you've done your search, it brings up what's available for Word, and then you simply click the Add button, and it downloads the secured signing add-in to your Word. So that's it. Once you've done that, what will appear is the secured signing icon at the Home tab within Word. So what you would do is you would carry on. Sorry, I'll close this. So you would carry on and you would create your Word document however you do it normally, and then once you're ready for it to be signed, you will click on the secured signing icon up here. Now, I've already logged in, so it says it welcoming me, but the first time and every time you log in, you need to have your Microsoft ID credentials as well as your secured signing credentials. So there is a button that just says log in, you click on that, and then you connect your Microsoft account with your secured signing account, and it binds it together. Once you've done that, this is when you will get this screen here, and you will be asked, what do you need to do? So in Word, you have the functionality of either doing an iSign, which means sign yourself, so putting your own signature on a document and sealing it, or doing a WeSign process, which is when you're inviting other people, it may include yourself too, to sign a particular contract or a document, and you can have as many people as you'd like signing. So in this example, I'm just going to show you the iSign process, and that is if you're wanting to now sign this letter. So you click on the iSign, and what you can see is that the secured signing familiar iSign process is now populated within Word. So all you would do is you would add your signature, put it in the right place, and then you'd click sign. It's now signed your document, and you can download it from here. And there you go. You've got a signed document. It's that easy. Now, because I've already got a secured signing account and I've signed with secured signing before, it's automatically captured my signature. So I don't need to do it again. But you obviously, if you're a first-time user of secured signing, you will have the ability to capture your signature. Okay, so that is the Word plugin. And then once you finish, you simply click done and you carry on. You can save the signed document wherever you like. So that is the Word how you get the Word add-in and how you drive it. Next, I'm going to show you our Outlook integration, and I'm going to do a WeSign process in Outlook. So, but of course, you can also do the WeSign from Word. So if I just close this and I open up Outlook, okay, so I've got the way that it works with Outlook, and I just want to explain that. So in Outlook, you can send the documents to be signed that are attachments. So you're not sending the email itself, but any attachments, documents that have been sent to you as an attachment. So again, if I just close this, you would you need to get the secured signing add-in. Similar process to how you do it in Word. You would go to the Get Add-in button, which is just over here in the Home tab. And again, you go through the store, search secured signing, and then you click the add. It is important to note that you need to get the add-in for each relevant application. So just because you got the Word add-in doesn't mean you will have the Outlook add-in. So you do need to do it for each application separately. Okay. Once you have that logo, secured signing logo here, it will be in every email that you open, just like this. So when you're ready to, for instance, I've been sent these 3 documents and I want to send it, say it's financial statements, and I want to send it to my clients for them to sign it. So I would click on the secured signing button, and then the first thing I need to do is select which documents that are available within this email do I want to send out for signature. So I want to send the top 3. So you tick the 3, and what that happens is that this will create a package. Okay, so when you, sorry, I'm just lost my thing. When you want to send it out, you simply send out a package, you simply tick more. Then when you're ready to go, you click the WeSign button. And similar to our Word integration, you will see the WeSign secured signing button, screen displayed within Outlook. Okay, so you didn't have to log into secured signing and upload your 3 documents. It's automatically done that for you. And as you can see, we've got 3 documents in the pack here. So similar to a normal WeSign process, you would simply put the name of the person or people that need to sign, and you need an email address, first name and last name. You position it in the right place in the form. You can choose between a full and initial signature and more. You can also include multi-page signing if you've got a very large document with lots of pages and you need multiple places. Because it's a package, I've got 3 documents, so I need to place the signature in each document. In my example, Greg's going to be signing all 3, so I would just position that and I go next. And as you can see, Greg's information is already there. So once I've placed all the signature boxes, you can of course add as many people as you need. So once I've done that and my package is ready to go, I click next, which take me to the invitation workflow screen. Again, hopefully you're familiar with this from within secured signing because it is the same. So there's no changes, and you'll have all the additional features that you would have enabled in your secured signing account. So depending on the settings of your secured signing account, the different things will populate. For example, an SMS notification, the review before signing functionality, so it shows that they've read the document before they signed. You can also do face-to-face signing, which is in-person signing, and include video confirmation for additional authentication step. So you can do all of that within Outlook. If you've got any defaults or workflows that you've already built in secured signing, all of this will be available because it's essentially taking your secured signing settings and linking them to your Outlook account. So it's cool. And then once you're ready to go, you simply click send. And that is done. Now, what I want to just highlight here is that with both Word and Outlook, you can initiate the signing process from those systems. But if you want to manage a current signing process, so for instance, the pack that we've just sent now, you have to log into secured signing for that. So I will just continue here. So as you can see, this is my secured signing account, which I've logged into. And if I click on the In Progress tab, here is a document pack that I've just sent out to Greg with the 3 documents. So if I wanted or needed to make any changes to this particular signing process, I would do this in secured signing by clicking on the I icon, either at a package level or at an individual document level. So this is all the same familiar process that you would be doing at the moment. So just to summarize, you initiate the signing from Word and Outlook, but the monitoring is through secured signing. On completion of the signing process, all parties will receive a completion email just like they do today. So there's no difference. The only difference is that you've sent it out from Word or Outlook rather than logging into secured signing and uploading those documents. So that is for Word and Outlook. What I'm going to show you now is SharePoint. Now SharePoint is different to the other 2, and it's got additional functionality in the sense that you can do more than just initiate. You can actually manage the process from within SharePoint as well. So again, you would need to get the secured signing add-in to your SharePoint like you do with the other 2. And what it will mean is that you'll have the secured signing functionality up here. So it's not a logo, but it's a label. First thing I'm going to show you is, again, once you select a document and you click secured signing, you've got the different options. So you can send it for signature, you can get your document status, you can manage a signing process. So this is if you need to make any changes to a document that's in progress. And you also have access to our templates tool. So either the form filler, which is known as document templates that you can build yourself, or form direct, which is a customized forms if we've created those for you. So you can access those additional features through SharePoint, which you can't in Word and Outlook. But again, the process is the same. If you want to send a document for signature, you click send for signature, and it will update and upload this document within secured signing. Okay, very good. Now, whilst that's loading, I'm just seeing a question here. If iSign is free, so the way that it works, it's the same price structure in terms of if you were to send out a document from secured signing or from Word, the same cost. So you're still sending out one document for signing. So there is that one cost. Okay, this needs to warm up a bit. Probably left the session open for too long. What I'll do is I'll start again. So you go to your SharePoint site, find your documents. This is my file, my webinar demo documents. You would select your document and send it for signature. Probably going too fast. And then you've got the option of who needs to sign, and again it takes you through to iSign, WeSign, or a smart tag. So within SharePoint you also can access our smart tag tool, which is simply an automation function. So you can insert tags into your Word creation process that include your signing workflow requirements, and we can automate some of those. Perhaps you don't have to position a signature box because the system already knows where the signature box is because you're telling us that in the tag. So those are some of the additional functionality that is available within SharePoint. Whilst that's loading, I can show you a document that I've done earlier. So idea with SharePoint is that you're initiating the signing process from within SharePoint again and managing it through SharePoint. On completion of a signing process, the document will automatically be pushed back to SharePoint and the file name will include the label signed, which is which I will show you now. Too fast. Are there any questions while we've got a couple of minutes? It's very slow. Okay, so just what I wanted to show you. So this is an example of a signed document. So you just select that and download it. So it was pushed back. And then as you can see, it's downloaded here. And there is my signed document. So with SharePoint, you can send it out and then it pushes it back to SharePoint. Now with SharePoint, there's also another functionality. So if you wanted to initiate the signing from within secured signing, so you wanted to start the signing process within secured signing, but you simply wanted to only push the final document to SharePoint, you can do that by activating that in your settings, which you would go to My Account, My Settings, and you would manage your preferred cloud storage. And these are a few of the options that we have for the cloud storage. So SharePoint, OneDrive, obviously. So you just need to connect to your SharePoint. What that means is when you do, let me just show you, if you do a WeSign process, you can choose which folder within your SharePoint site you want to save it to. So if I just do an example, you'd upload your document, perhaps from SharePoint or from wherever you save it. You click the invite button, add your signatures, and in the invitation workflow screen, which is coming up here, if you've activated your preferred cloud storage, then you will only, if you do this, will this appear. And then in here you have the option of whether you want to use secured signing folder or whether you want to use the SharePoint folder, where you can drill down and save it to the right folder within documents. So every SharePoint site will have a documents place, and then within that more folders. So what that means is once that process is saved, is completed, it will automatically save the signed document into your SharePoint folder that you've selected, even though you've initiated the signing workflow from secured signing. So that's another option, just to touch on SharePoint. So you can start the process in SharePoint, you can manage the entire process in SharePoint, or you can just push the final document back to SharePoint. So there's a few options there. Okay, just let me have a look at a couple of questions. Right, so one other question we've got here is in Word if you can add any fields. So yes, so just like with the standard secured signing, so let's say this is your Word document, and you want to do a we-sign, you want to send it out to a client, but they have to enter some mandatory information. Maybe they've got to enter the date of birth, what it might be. So first put the signature place where the signature goes, position it, and then you have the form field functionality. So again, this is all familiar to you hopefully from secured signing, but you've got the option to add a text box, a multi-line box, checkbox, radio button, file upload button, so they can, if they need to include a copy of their CV or their driver's license or anything else, so you need maybe a purchase order, you can capture that as part of the signing process. So you choose that, and then you can decide whether that is mandatory. If it's mandatory, you just need to tick that it's required, and until this has been uploaded, they can't carry on to the signing process. Similarly, you can add a text box, again position it in the right place, and then to say whether it is a mandatory field or not. If it is a mandatory field, they can't carry on until they have completed that. We also have a couple of different validation options that you can choose, and that means that this field must match this format for you to proceed. So we have a number of formats: email address, website, it has to be characters only, numbers only. If you are in New Zealand, we have the bank account number, IRD number. If you're in Australia, TFN, ABN, so on and so forth, UK zip codes, and so on. So this is where you can sort of ensure data accuracy in your process as well if you need to capture information. You can also give each field its own label, either from a drop-down box, or you can type your own if not. So this is how you can include a combination of signing and also capturing information during the signing process. Hopefully that wasn't too much. All right, we just got another question on price. So as I said, this is included already in your secured signing account. If you go to our website and you click on pricing, what I'd recommend is you have a look and see what is your requirements for pricing. So how many people in your organization need to have the ability to send out documents, so to initiate it. So remember, they have to have a secured signing account if they want to be sending out anything. And also, how many documents do you need? Estimate using the calculator the price for that, and then that is the price. Whether you initiate the process from Word, Outlook, or SharePoint, or whether you're using secured signing, there is no additional cost. It's very much about how many users in your company need to have the functionality, and then the volume of documents that you're processing. So it's a really good tool, particularly because so many people are very familiar with Word, Outlook, and SharePoint already. So it's essentially bringing the signing component into those platforms with the added security of the digital signature, sealing the document and its content as well. So it's very unique. Okay, just seeing if I've got any other questions. No, so yeah, so all of this is available now. You can go after the demonstration and sign up. If you haven't already got a secured signing account, I'd encourage you to open up a free account. You get 3 free documents per month, and you can have a play with this yourself. So you just need to connect your Microsoft and secured signing account, and off you go. So yeah, it's really hopefully easy, straightforward, and again, especially if you're familiar with secured signing already and with those processes. If you've got any other questions, or you want to speak about any sort of a specific workflow or requirement that you have in your business, please feel free to get in touch with me or our team. You can use the Contact Us functionality on our website. And if you are within secured signing, we also have, sorry, this this is finally loaded in the SharePoint. This is what it looks like in SharePoint, who needs to sign, and so on and so forth. And then you can just go back. Oh, okay, I need to log back in. I probably logged in 2 places, that's why. But yes, if you do have any other questions, contact us on the website or myself directly at gal.thompson@securedsigning.com. Thank you very much for your time, and we really appreciate you joining our webinar, and we hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.